Don't go to Phi Phi Islands. That's what half of Reddit will tell you. Overrated, overpriced, not worth the hype. And honestly, they're not completely wrong, but they're also missing the full story. The truth is, Phi Phi is only not worth it when you do it wrong. But if you know how to actually plan this place, when to go, and which tours to take, Phi Phi is one of the most stunning places in the world. In this video, we are covering 3 important things: Phi Phi Islands Overview and how to get there, what your tour options are, and everything you need to know once you're there. Phi Phi is a group of 6 islands sitting in the Andaman Sea, roughly halfway between Phuket and Krabi in southern Thailand. Together, they form the Koh Phi Phi National Marine Park. The main island is Phi Phi Don, and it's the only one that's inhabited. It has a pretty unique shape: 2 large hills connected by a narrow, flat strip of land in the middle. That's where the ferries arrive, where all the hotels and restaurants are, and where you'll be based. The second major island, Phi Phi Leh, is right next door but completely uninhabited. No hotels, no shops, no overnight stays allowed. It's protected national park land, and it's where you'll find Maya Bay, Pileh Lagoon, and Viking Cave, the 3 spots most people come here specifically to see. The other 4 islands, Bamboo Island, Mosquito Island, and the Beta Islands, are smaller, quieter, and mostly visited as snorkeling or diving stops on day tours. So how do you actually get there? First things first, you cannot fly to Phi Phi. There's no airport, no bridge, no road. The only way in is by boat. You've got 2 main departure points, Phuket or Krabi. Most people come from Phuket because it's the bigger tourist hub. A ferry takes about 1.5 to 2 hours departing from Rasada Pier. It's cheaper, bigger, and a smoother ride if you get seasick. Or you can take a speedboat that takes about 45 minutes. It is faster, but it can get choppy in open water. If you're based in Krabi or Ao Nang, it's actually a shorter trip. A ferry takes around 1.5 hours from Krabi Town Pier, while a speedboat takes about 45 minutes from Ao Nang or Krabi. From either departure point, ferries cost around 350 to 500 baht, and speedboats around 800 to 1,000 baht one way. But most full-day tours from Phuket or Krabi include your boat transfer as part of the package. So when you're booking a day tour, you don't have to buy ferry tickets separately. This is actually one of the biggest reasons tours make sense, especially for your first time. You show up and they handle the rest. This is where most people get confused because there are a lot of options, so let's break it down. Tours to Phi Phi fall into 3 buckets based on where you're starting from: Phuket, Krabi, or Phi Phi itself if you're already staying there. From Phuket, the most popular option is the classic Phi Phi Speedboat Tour. This includes hotel pickup, meals on board, snorkeling, and a guide. Now your full day is planned out for you at 2,600 baht. You can upgrade this tour by adding Bamboo Island, costing you around 3,000 baht. For more comfort on the water, there are Catamaran tours. These are boats with 2 parallel hulls instead of 1, making them way more stable on the water, especially in waves. These tours often include a proper lunch buffet on board, along with island hopping. It's a great option for families or anyone who doesn't love being on a small speedboat for hours, giving you enough space to relax. Prices start around 3,400 baht. Let's jump to the other side. Krabi is physically closer to Phi Phi, so day tours are your best option here. A speedboat day tour to Phi Phi and Bamboo Island is a popular option. You get hotel pickup from areas like Ao Nang and Krabi Town, a Thai lunch at a beachside restaurant, snorkeling in the amazing Phi Phi waters, and a full day of island hopping for 2,400 baht. Or you can take an early bird speedboat tour that covers Phi Phi and the 4 islands in one go. It starts early, includes breakfast on Pota Island, buffet lunch on Phi Phi Don, snorkeling, and other activities on Bamboo Island and Chicken Island. It's an amazingly packed day for 3,600 baht. But if you're already staying on Phi Phi, things get a lot more flexible. You can get a Longtail boat tour, the classic Thai wooden boat experience with an open deck, or a speedboat taking you around Maya Bay and nearby snorkel spots with a guide for around 1,000 to 2,300 baht. You can also get a custom private Longtail boat from Phi Phi, where it's just you, your people, and the captain. You choose how many hours you want, which bays to walk or swim in, and you'll be provided with gear and life jackets, starting at 3,000 baht. Now, if you're more of a DIY person, you can choose not to book a tour at all. You can just use regular public ferries or speedboats to get to Phi Phi, stay a night or two on Phi Phi Don, then either book a simple longtail boat or just explore the village, viewpoints, and nearby beaches at your own pace without following any fixed itinerary. If you want to book any of the tours we covered, we have put links in the description. All right. So you've picked your tour, now let's talk about what you actually need to know once you're there. A full-day tour should be enough, but you can choose to spend 2 days in Phi Phi too. Nearly all accommodation is in Tonsai Village, the main hub between the two bays. It's compact, walkable, and has everything you need. You can get a stay ranging from 400 to 5,000 baht, depending on what you choose. November to April is your sweet spot. You usually get dry sunny days, calmer seas, and clear water, which is ideal weather for boat tours and snorkeling. Food-wise, you won't struggle. You have the local market stalls with pad thai, som tum, which is green papaya salad, cow pad, which is Thai fried rice, meat, and fish skewers, and fresh cut fruit for about 30 baht. For the best Thai restaurant, Anna's is locally loved, and if you want a break from Thai food, PP Wang Ta Fu is an amazing choice for some Asian fusion, or try Cosmic for their Italian menu. There are a lot of options for nightlife in Phi Phi Islands. You have Muay Thai boxing every night, where you can watch or fight, or live music bars with high energy until 3 a.m. Some places to look out for would be Reggae Bar, Carlitos Bar, Hippies Bar, and Stones Bar. Coming to the main question, are Phi Phi Islands worth it? Yes, but only if you stay at least 2 nights, take a proper island hopping tour, and you're into snorkeling, diving, beaches, or just a beautiful place to switch off. You might be disappointed if you're coming just for a day trip to see everything, as it's difficult and rushed. The bottom line, Phi Phi is not overhyped, it just needs planning. Do it right, and you'll understand why people keep coming back. And if you have any questions about planning your Phi Phi trip, drop them in the comments. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more travel guides.